Alright guys, it's me Silky here, and I'm back with another school project. Please excuse anything you see in the chat. I do not condone anything they say in the chat, because I'm not them. But yeah, I enjoy doing these projects in Minecraft. You guys may not, but believe me, it's really fun when you're the guy who gets to play Minecraft and get a good grade on it. Assuming I get a good grade on this. Please give me a good grade. And you guys can learn a little bit about me. So, I guess if you guys want to, you can point out some of the really random chats that I'm not paying attention to in the comments section, because I honestly don't look at them while I'm recording. But I might do a series on this later. But anyway, let's start. I was born in 2001. I'm the second child. I grew up with 2 dogs, both of which died not too long ago. I'm currently 13 years old. They died not too long before my birthday. And 9/11 terrorist attacks happened only a month or two later, or just a couple months later, which worried my family to death, given that both my grandparents lived there. And, they didn't want me to grow up in a place where they thought maybe this bad stuff could be going on really soon, but luckily none of that happened. Oh, and I should mention that personal events are over usually on this side, and that there's two things: personal events and then the major events. Right, and I'll see you in the next area. Alright, and I'm back at my little penthouse room. You guys can check it out if you get on the server. But anyway, so Wikipedia started in 2001, or the same year I was born. Which you may think, oh wait a minute, why did that just happen? Why would you put that in there? But Wikipedia is sometimes a source for any bad credit I get on my projects, because sometimes the points I make are so valid that you can't disprove them. I know. But, yeah, whatever. Wikipedia is very, very useful to me sometimes, but not usually in these projects. Anyway, in 2003, iPods have been released. I would never have thought that I would ever get one when I'm 2 years old, but, that may have changed in the future, not the near future. Believe me, not the near future. I'm not going to get any iPods near when I'm 2 years old. In 2004, I did start school. I was, I had just turned 5, actually. So, and I had just started going to very, very early, kindergarten stuff. But, I went to school at Glens Valley Elementary School. Very great place. I love it. And in 2005, my grandparents moved here from New York City with their house fire contributing, and 9/11, and my birth, and my little brother's birth being all contributing factors to this. And I'll see you guys in the next area. Right, and we're back. This structure I actually did not make, an admin made that. But anyway, so yeah, 2005 YouTube starts, which you can obviously tell how that affected me if you're watching this video. And if you're not, you need a doctor, because that's pretty... Well, anyway. So, in 2008, Daft Punk became my favorite band by far. And I really just love electronic music, I guess. And I have an addiction to soda pop, but soda pop because of the emphasis. I really like Coca-Cola the best, but if I just put Coke there, that'd be pretty misleading if you ask me. But yeah, that started in 2007, causing my parents to buy tons of soda for me to enjoy. And Google Chrome was released in 2008, being my favoriteest ever web browser ever. And believe me, it really raised my expectations for web browsing. Then the recession in 2008 also was mostly at its peak, about to die down now. And that of course affected everyone somehow. And then in 2011, Minecraft was released worldwide. And if you can't understand how this has affected my life, then you also need some help. Excuse any noise you hear in the background, because it's probably my little brother disregarding me. But, alright, I'll see you in the next area. Alright, guys, and so, now we're back. We're above the clouds, pretty obviously, but, so touchscreen technology boomed in 2008, and I can't explain to you how much that helps me as a person. I love touchscreen things. Well, when they work, of course, doesn't everyone? But then, Bin Laden was, I don't know, was he assassinated? Was he murdered? Was he killed? I don't know what you want to call it, but I'm just going to say he was killed by the Navy SEALs. And I guess that's kind of good for me, because he was a terrorist, and he was out to get America. And maybe other targets too. I'll never know what he had in plan. He was planning. And then in 2010, there's the oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico, which was terrible for Mexico because it ruined their tourism profits, and that kind of increased further dependency for some people there on the illegal drug trade, which, no one likes that, unless, of course, you're a drug addict. But, I'm not, so I really don't see why I would like that. And then I got to pilot a plane for the first time in 2012. So fun, it's so fun. I can't explain to you how much fun that is. I got my first laptop in 2010, 2 years after it was actually made. Still use it to this day. Windows Vista runs the fastest computer in my house. And it's also the oldest working computer in the house. My first pet, 2011, was a rat. Very, very, very kind, gentle creatures. And then I went to visit my family that had remained in New York in 2010. A lot of fun, believe me. And I think I will see you guys in the next area. See ya there. And we're back with the final area, of course. So, yeah. The Malaysia Airlines problems that happened this year, in 2014, the people watching this in the future, dun dun dun. And, I travel around a lot, and so anything that happens with planes usually affects me in some sort of way, especially since I love flying, and I fly places. Anyway. That's nothing to brush off, I guess, but you know what I mean when I say that, right? Then in 2013, I get my first iPod, still used to this day, iPod 5. I just love using that. I use that in my free time. I'm trying to record videos on that too, but I can't find the recording software for the 5th gen. And I almost won a space flight last year too. It was the Kerbal Space Program thing. I think I made it pretty far. Like, I took a bunch of pictures and I sent them into Squad. They are doing this combined little photography contest with SpaceX. It's a space agency, private space agency. And I made it really close. Like, I made it to the semifinals or something like that. And I was really, really close. Like, I had made it really far, but I didn't win. And sadly, I can't show you guys any of the photos because my computer had a virus on it earlier this year, just after my birthday, actually. And it deleted almost everything. So, it deleted all my photos, and I had to get it rebooted and everything, and it cost like $200. It's not that fun. Trust me, you don't want to have that. But I think that's all there is to say right now. And everything you see today was on my plot, on this plot server. Link will be in the description. And I hope you guys learned something new about me, and feel free to point out the random and dumb comments you saw down in the corner there in the comments section.